Shalom, this is Coach Ron. I'm a Hakmoni. I'm here to give you wisdom and show you the scriptures of fighting in the Bible and why we do things with the right heart. I'm here to teach you Israeli Krav Maga, and I truly believe that's the original training that King David and his mighty men did. Some people may disagree, but I have to go by the scriptures. And King Solomon, Melech Shlomo, said this: there is nothing new under the sun. If someone say this is new or that is new, do not believe them. So I want to encourage you today. The human body was created a certain way. King David had 2 legs, 2 arms, had to learn a certain way to fight. The physical fighting was very efficient, and I see Krav Maga as that. But we got to know where the spirit comes from. It's either the Holy Spirit that resides in you, or it's not. And if you don't know the Holy Spirit, I encourage you to seek the God of Israel out and ask him about him. Start seeking him out. Draw near to him so he can draw near to you. And hopefully one day you can confess with your mouth and believe in your heart that Yeshua is the Messiah, and your whole life will change just like mine. But first, we're going to bow into the Lord here in this class. And we're at Patach, Kamatz, and Kedah. Second bow, we're here to sharpen each other's iron, wash each other's feet, and do our best for God. Kedah. Back to Patach. Right arm circles forward. Mokanim. Achat. Shtaim. Shalosh. Arba. Chamesh. Achat. Shtaim. Shalosh. Arba. Chamesh. Left arm begin. Achat. Shtaim. Shalosh. Arba. Chamesh. Achat. Shtaim. Shalosh. Arba, Chamesh. Left hand on your hip. Right arm circles backwards. Mochanim. Achat. Shtaim. Shalosh. Arba. Chamesh. Achat. Shtaim. Shalosh. Arba. Chamesh. Left arm begin. Achat. Shtaim. Shalosh. Arba. Chamesh. Achat. Shtaim. Shalosh, Arba, Chamesh. We're going to do our sternum stretch. Mokanim. Achat, Shtaim, Shalosh, Arba, Chamesh. Achat, Shtaim, Shalosh, Arba, Chamesh. Spinal twist. 2 movements, 1 count. Mokanim. Achat, Shtaim, Shalosh, Arba, Chamesh, Achat, Shtaim, Shalosh, Arba, Chamesh. Very good. Hands up extra high. This is one of the differentiators of Krav Maga. High knees, Mochanim. Achat, Shtaim, Shalosh, Arba, Chamesh, Achat, Shtaim, hands up. Shalosh. Arba. Chamesh. Very good. Double wide your feet. Reaching left. Make sure you touch your hip. There's a reason for that. High knee side to side. Muchanim. Achat. Shtaim. Shalosh. Arba. Chamesh. Achat. Shtaim, Shalosh, Arba, Chamesh. Very good. Let's always do it with excellence. Hands on hips, neck rotations right and left. Knees are slightly bent. Mochanim. Achat. Shtaim. Shalosh. Arba. Chamesh. Achat. Shtaim. Shalosh. Arba. Chamesh. Neck tilting, begin. Achat. Shtaim. Shalosh. Arba. Chamesh. Achat. A little extra slow. Shtaim. Shalosh. Arba. Chamesh. Half neck circles begin. Achat. Shtaim. A little extra slow on your neck. Shalosh. Arba. 5, last 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good warm-up, and that concludes it. Okay, we're going to progress from our last episode of our techniques with the spear hand defense, the palm strike, and now we're going to do a wrist grab to set up for our next technique. Here with Gretzky, and what we're going to do is get in our kibbutz and our fighting stance. So he's going to get a little closer here, and you know, usually a smaller guy like this won't attack you, but I have to show you the technique. So he's going to throw a punch, and remember this, spear hand, and then we did the palm strike. As we did the palm strike, we're going to come down the arm and grab the wrist. Okay, again, so they punch, boom, and just go slow. Here, come down the arm, here, and you want to grab before you get to the wrist and let it slide down. So you can tell on the forearm it's smaller, and then the wrist, your hand, it gets bigger, and that's where you finish your grab. So it's very important. So they punch, boom. Okay, so I'm going to throw a punch here and come up a little bit. So go slow. He does a spear hand here, and then palm strike, slides down, grabs down to the wrist here. Boom. You want to feel that hand, and he's got a strong grip here, and then we'll build off of that technique. Okay, so I'm going to throw that punch, bang, palm strike, comes down, boom. And his front foot is flat, and he's ready to take off because our next technique is going to get to the side. Last one, and boom, boom, okay? Feel we control. Let's do one more slowly here. So I explode here, bang, and his arm is protecting his head, and he comes down, and he's ready for the next technique. So that concludes this instruction, and we'll do the training. Now we're going to do the training for the spear hand defense, the palm strike, and then the wrist grab. And from there we'll progress on to the next technique and combination. But let's do this slowly and accurately. So we're going to face each other, and we want to show honor and show that we're here to help each other train. And go ahead and move up a little bit. And what we're going to do is attack, kamatz, and kedaba. And kibbutz, right into fighting stance. Make sure your feet are spread, shoulder width apart at least. Here. Okay, this side is going to throw that haymaker punch, the most common punch I've seen, and get close enough so you can do it. And what we're going to do is throw that punch, go slowly, and do your spear hand defense. This side, throw the punch, hold it out there. Spear hand defense, then the palm strike, slowly, then come down the forearm and grab the forearm and control. Other hand's up. Okay, always have your hand up. Let's do that again. This side, throw the punch, defend, palm strike. Keep the palm strike out there. Now slide down the arm and control that wrist. Okay, you can see this is going to lead you into another technique, but we have to get this down. Let's do that 5 times. We're going to throw a punch 5 times on my count. Hands up, and always, whenever you defend, palm strike, you grab that wrist, the other hand is always up. Okay, 5 times this side. 1, just nice and easy, and then go through it and grab the wrist. Good, go through the motion. Good. 2, nice and slow these first 5 times. Good. Throw that punch nice and slow. 3. Good. 4. And grab the wrist. Make sure this is up here. And 5. Make sure you're in your Krav Maga stance. Good. And grab the wrist. Good. Okay. Now you always do the first few reps slowly so you can train with your training partner. Now we're going to do a little more explosion and come in. Okay. 5 reps. And 1. Good. 2. Hold the wrist for me. Hold it. Hold it. Other hand should be up, protecting your face. Other hand, hold that wrist for me. There you go. And make sure it's down here because it's very important. You're going to get that momentum in the next technique and pull it. Okay? 3. Grab the wrist down low. Okay? 4. Grab it aggressively. Last one. 5 and pull. Good. Let's do actually 5 more, and I want to refine that technique before we switch. Okay? Hands up. And be aggressive and grab that wrist, okay? This is a fighting situation. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold down on that wrist. 5. Hold down. Good. Okay, now this side. You're going to be throwing the punches, right? Let's do slow. We'll actually do 10 reps this time, okay? It's always good to do slow. Build up with your partner because they may be excited and they may want to go fast right away. And if you're going slow, someone's going to get hit. So make sure you're at the same speed, right? So the other side's going to throw the punch. Let's go slow. Mochanim.
Good.
And 1, slowly. Good. 2, take your time. Palm strike, grab the wrist. Take your time. 3. It's okay. That's why we're learning. 4. Good. And come down to the wrist because that's going to pull. 5. Good. 6. Good. And pull down on it. Feel the difference when you pull on the hand? 6. Feel that? 7. 8. 9. Go ahead, pull it down a little. And 10. Good. Okay, this time let's end up with 5 explosive ones, okay? So this, you're throwing that punch more aggressively, but you saw the difference. You felt the difference when just grabbing the wrist compared to that, right? You feel that? Okay, that's what you want because in a real fight, you want them all balanced. Don't throw your partner on the ground, but feel that jolt because the next technique, you're gonna see why we're doing that. Okay, let's do 5 explosive. Mochanim.
Good.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. And back to Patah. Commits. Get up. Wow. Back to Patah. Okay, that concludes our spear arm, straight arm training with the palm strike. Go ahead, face forward, guys. With this wrist grab. And the next instruction will show you why we had to pull on that wrist. Shalom. Thank you. Let's continue our training from that spear straight arm defense with the palm strike and that wrist grab. Now I'm going to show you the next progression in that technique combo. I'm here with James. We're going to get in our kibbutz, our fighting stance. Come up closer, James. Okay, so as we're going slow so you can see, and with your training partner, he slowly throws a punch. Boom. Palm strike, and we ended on that wrist grab, and I wanted you to pull, actually get weight on it. Okay? Not just here and hold, but a little jolt if your partner can take it. If they have back injuries, of course not. But that little jolt, then what we're gonna do is an arm drag. You're gonna grab this tricep. Okay, let's do that slowly. So he punches, boom, do your palm strike, slide down, take your time, and just grab the tricep. And again, and punch, boom, 2, palm strike, 3, 4. That's all I want you to do. Okay, let's do 2 more reps. And 2, 3, 4. Come up here a little bit. Okay, 1 more and 4 counts, okay? Now I'm gonna do it and he's just gonna do 4 counts real slow. So 1, 2, 3, 4. He's just grabbing my tricep. 1, 2, 3, 4. Putting weight on my wrist. 1, 3, 4. Lean into that wrist a little. And last one. 2, 3, 4. Grab that tricep here. Let's do one more. Good. And I'm going to show you right now. So James throws the punch. Boom, here. And what we're going to do is, the real technique is this. And you pull them. Okay? So let's do it for real. He's going to throw a punch. Like that. Okay? All that is taking them off of balance. It's not the most brutal technique, but what we're showing is defense against bullies, people trying to attack you, and how to get out of there. What you show, let's go slow. He throws a punch. Bang. And this weight, as you put weight on this, it pulls you forward and you're grabbing the tricep, and then you can either step behind or you can just shoot off and run. One more time slowly. He throws a punch. Boom. It can be same time, but we're going 1, 2, put your weight on it, and 3, 4. Step through. Just start running like that. So our training, when we do the training next, we're just going to go right into a step. Okay? So thank you, and I'll see you in training. We're going to continue with our training with our straight arm defense, our spear arm, and our palm strike, the wrist grab, and that tricep grab, which is going to lead into an arm drag. It's called an arm drag, but we're going to take it very slowly. Remember, I said I'm always pushing the basics. Do it slowly. Don't get too excited and I'd rather you do 10 perfect reps than 100 sloppy ones. We need muscle memory. Scientifically, it's called procedural memory. Your muscles actually remember your movement. So if you remember sloppy movement, it's going to be much worse when you come into a real situation. Perfect your techniques, okay? What we're going to do is face each other. And as always, patak, kamats, tida, bow. Back to patak. And kibbutz, your fighting stance. Refine that fighting stance. Make sure that front foot's flat and that front knee's bent. Okay, over on this side, what we're going to have is the punching. Okay, James and Lawson, you're going to be throwing the punch slowly. Okay, so let's throw the punch. They defend. Palm strike is 2, 3 wrist, and 4 just grab the tricep. Make sure the tricep, the back of the arm. Go ahead, hold right there. We want to grab the back there because you're going to squeeze that tricep. Okay, so let's shift over a little bit. Okay, throwing that punch. Let's do 10 reps. 1. Take your time and continue. Grab the wrist, tricep. Good. 8 more times. Go ahead. Good. And go at your own count. I want to see you. Go ahead. Good. And if you're throwing the punch, you can keep your other hand up. Keep a good habit. Let's do about 5 more. Take your time. 2. Are you putting weight on that wrist? I want you to think about it. Put weight on it. Go ahead, John. Put weight on that wrist. Put your weight on it. Boom. You can feel that pull coming. 2 more. Good. And 1 more. Good. Now, all you're going to do is you're going to feel, listen up, you're going to feel that attack. You're going to grab that tricep. And as you pull, right here, as you pull, you got up to here. All you got to do is pull yourself forward and step to the side. Take your time. And I'm just going to let you do it through your own counting so I can watch you and supervise. Okay, hands up, fighting guard. Start out slow. Your training partner should be throwing slow, and then I'll tell you to go faster, okay? Okay. Mukhanim.
Okay.
And 1. Go ahead at your own pace. And step. Perfect. That's how I want. You felt why you grabbed that wrist, right? Go ahead and keep going. Go slow. Good. And just 1 step. Good. Take your time. That's why you want to go slow. Okay, I want these last 3 to explode. Do an explosive attack, and you defend. Good. Perfect technique. And one more good one. Good. So when you go faster, your technique should not be sloppy, right? If you go slow, because I've seen that. I've seen it in real fights. People train all the time, and they try to do good technique, but it's actually sloppy in practice. Guess what happens in a real fight or even a sporting event? It's very sloppy. They might as well not have paid money for those classes. So next, we're going to be throwing the punch over here, right? Okay, fighting stance. And we're just going to go to grabbing the tricep. Mukhanim. And 1, slowly. Palm strike, wrist grab, and grab the tricep. No stepping forward yet. Okay, make it simple. Just do a few. Go ahead. Good. Here, grab the tricep. Make sure it's underneath. Underneath. Good. Okay, keep going. Good. Go slow. Good. And remember, you're always leaning forward because you're going to explode out the gates. And you're thinking, very good. Last 2. And 1. Excellent job. Now, all we're going to do is do that step. Go very slow, build up, and I'm going to let you go out the gates at the last few, okay? Hands up. Save the best for last. Mukhanim. And go. Step through, yep. Take your time and step through. Just go slow on these few reps, right? Don't forget your basics. That spear hand, that elbow can't be out. Imagine a baseball bat coming down, hitting that elbow. Protect your head. Okay, we got time for about 5 more. Let's explode now. Make sure your partner's ready, though. Don't go too fast. Nice technique there. Good, and pull that arm, last one. Boom. And pull that arm down. Good, and go ahead, face center. So what we did is we progressively, with wisdom and excellence in your techniques, built up a combination. There's variables in that. You could grab that arm, drag it, and do a wrestling clinch. Here, grabbing the floating ribs to contain that person, or you could just run off, or you could spin them and push them off. We're gonna add more techniques, but building on that strong foundation of your stance and not getting sloppy, because if this is sloppy, everything built on your foundation is gonna be bad. We wanna build on a solid foundation, being aware, little things like your fingers, your elbow, crowning your head, protecting this at all times, it separates the best of the best. There's so many boxing gyms in the US, for example, but how many produce champion fighters? It's that quality of training, whether you're at a college football team and their strength program's better than the other one, quality and excellence in your training. So that concludes our training. Thank you. It is written in the scriptures that God will make your feet as hinds feet and set you on high places. A lot of people don't know what hinds feet is. Another transliteration is deer's feet. What it is to get on the ball of your foot and work those calf muscles and that tendon that connects your ankle to your calf. And you want to work those very strongly. So I'm going to give you a training that I do to improve your footwork. And I believe King David had such great hinds feet when he fought. But that came from his worship to Hashem himself, the God of Israel. And when he danced before the Lord with all his might, I know his endurance was incredible. He was able to move gracefully, and that really blesses fighting. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to put our feet together in kamats, and we're going to do reps. We're just going to do jumps from side to side like this, both feet. Feet together, and we're going to jump. Okay, for 20 reps. Mukhanim. And jumping side. 1, 2 with me. 3, 4, 5. Hands up like this. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good. Back and forth. Mukhanim. And 1, 2, 3, hands up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good. Right leg forward. We're just going to be, watch me, we're going to switch like this. Okay? Right leg forward for 20. Mukhanim. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stay on the balls of your feet. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We're going to finish with our high jumps, and we're going to land softly. We don't want our feet to slap hard. Very softly. I want you to imagine you're on someone lives underneath you. Okay, mukhanim? 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good. And what you want to do, right leg forward, stretch your back calf. You want to hold this for a good 30 seconds to a minute. Then we're going to switch. Breathe in. And hold your stretches. Get your heart rate down. If it feels good, keep stretching. Let's go back to Patak. Drink a lot of water. That's a health tip for today. Continue to be a gentleman. And young ladies, expect to be served and treated as a lady. Try going to a door, and if there's a man around, say a gentleman would open a door for a lady. And just see who raises in their heart to serve you and treat you with respect and honor. So shalom, continue your training, be safe, and God bless.
Order your copy today from the GLC bookstore by calling the number on your screen. Please include the program number when ordering.